Hello everyone, and welcome to Midnight Market Diaries. Today we will be having the first episode of this series, and we will be discussing about Indian major indices like Nifty and Bank Nifty, and then we will go to the global markets like S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and we will also have a look at crude oil and dollar index. Then finally we will move on to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's start with Nifty. So if you will see, then this little bar you can see it's in green color, but I will still consider it as bearish one because the close is actually lower than the previous close. But in this bearish bar, you can see that the volume was least between among the previous bars. So you can see that bears were actually exhausted over here, and that's why we saw a nice rally upward here. And here I think ज़्यादातर bears के stop losses होंगे, and after hitting it, we are like spending some time over here, and I think there is a level which we can see. Let's mark the retracement level first. So if we will mark the retracement levels, then these regions become very important. Around 23,000 levels of Nifty. If we see a nice setup for long, then we will be seeing a nice head and shoulder pattern forming over here, and we can see a nice rally upside, and these targets will be done immediately. We have to see and check what happens at these levels when we come here. It's around 24,800. And after the clearance of this level, this will definitely be achieved, I think. So that's how you can plan. So mark these levels in the Nifty futures chart that 50% retracement around these levels. If we again make a setup and go up, then it's good. But if we go down this, then this is not going to survive, and we will see a further down move. Because if you will look at the weekly chart, we saw a nice green up bar. Then also we saw a nice continuation, but it looks like that the bulls are a little bit exhausted over here because the bar is not that strong uh, at all. So I hope you will be a little bit careful in Nifty. Let me also mark some levels for this chart in intraday. So these levels will be very useful for you. Okay. Uh, just mark if we see something bearish pattern over here, then we can definitely go short here with the targets of this gap fill. And rest, we will see what happens. For now, let's move on to Bank Nifty. And here we see, let's first go to the weekly charts. So here also we got a nice up move, but then the upcoming green bar was a little bit exhaustive, but comparatively to Nifty, it was a bit strong. So I would say that Bank Nifty looks a bit strong for now. But if most of the people think that it's strong, then it's going to fall much more than Nifty. Okay, so keep that in mind, and tomorrow switch on the news channels and see what the narrative they are building and plan accordingly. I would prefer to go contra to their narrative. So also one more thing I want to say, there is a level of 32,200, yeah, somewhere here. So just keep an eye on it. It's a very level close to my heart, and I think it should be it should be seen in some future. Maybe not today, not tomorrow, not next quarter, but someday it should get repaired. This level is not that much good. Maybe if we will go below this, then on weekly time frame too, we will be confirming a bearish market. So then I think 32,200 can be achieved. Okay. But before 32,200, I think this will be a major support for the market if Bank Nifty wants to hold. then 38,800 will be a nice support for it. So if it takes nice support over here, then 32,200 can be saved at that time. By the way, it's a long journey because it's a weekly chart. Let's switch back to daily chart and just simple consolidation over here. So nothing much to say. If we will go to 75 minutes chart, Bank Nifty is not uh, that much readable over here. It's just this level should be watched for having shorts. And again, for this too, we can target for bearish trade of around this gap fill. And after that, we will see. So that's what Bank Nifty was for you. After that, let's move to the US markets, S&P 500. So if you will see my LinkedIn is I have given the link in the description of this video, so you can go and connect with me over LinkedIn and Twitter or X. So there I post it immediately because midnight market update will come only at midnight, but on LinkedIn and Twitter I'm very much active, so you can just see it over there. So in the weekly chart, if you will see, then we had a nice down move, and this red bar was having the least volume among the previous 4 weeks. So I was a little bit skeptical that this uh, weak bearish bar can be retraced to 50% or can be even retraced to the full. So we are somewhere in between that path, but because it was going down and everyone could buy puts and short futures, so everyone will make money, but that's not how the market works. So we will see this nice retracement over here, taking stop losses of all the weak bears. Then I think this 5121 level of S&P 500 should get repaired because it's having weak bulls over here. And if you will move down to daily charts, then I think this range is a nice support region. And I think that 512 level, we will a little bit go down below 5121, and then there we can see some nice up move if we will see some bullish market ahead. Otherwise, we are doomed. Okay. So that's S&P 500 for you. And similarly, if you will see Dow Jones, we have similar charts, nothing more to say, like least volumes in the bearish bar. That's why, and I think Dow Jones has already retraced 50% of previous week bearish bar. So let's move to next. Nasdaq futures. Okay, Nasdaq is the weakest. Nasdaq is the weakest, guys. So let's go to the daily charts. Okay, it's struggling. So I think it's going to get fried. But here also we have this nice support region. If we get support in this wick, which you can see here, then we are good to go. But I think this wick will get tested. Will get tested. We will go below this wick, and then we have to see if we are getting any bullish setup or not. So just wait for this wick to get cleared. Uh, and if we say we have Brent crude, okay. So if you will go to the LinkedIn, around these levels, I also posted about Brent crude that because of the weak bears, we are going to hit these levels, 77.4. And just remember, it's ICE markets, not the Indian market. I'm not going to comment over it. You can see whatever happens there. So it's international markets. So if you will see crude, then I think this level will be in no time. And this all move is just because of the stop losses hitting of weak bears. तो कुछ नहीं बस जो कमजोर बियर्स हैं उनका स्टॉप लॉसेस खाते हुए मार्केट ऊपर जा रही है एंड आई थिंक दिस 77.4 levels should get tested and we can see more up move over here because I don't see any resistance over this area because it was a dirty down move over here. So I think this level can also be achieved 82.6, but it would be our target too if we are planning to be bullish on crude oil. So this was Brent crude, and now let's see what the dollar index is having for us. ICE US dollar index futures. Okay, these are my previous markings. When dollar was over here, I did this. You can see all this in LinkedIn. I'm not boasting about anything. So this gap is nicely filled. We are retracing over here. So I don't want to comment on DXY because it's just sideways. But yeah, I think in future these levels of 99.8 should be tested. So that's it for the global markets. And now let's see Bitcoin. And here we are in the daily charts. So you can also mark these levels, which I have marked over here. Like this could be a nice supportive region, and this would be our bearish or a little bit kind of resistance for us. And also this I would mark as resistance. This wick region will also behave as resistance for us. So that's it for, I think, Bitcoin. If we go to lower time frames and see, okay, it's just hovering around this region. You have to just scalp, I think, Bitcoin. There is no major trend looking in Bitcoin. It's just struggling and waiting for some big decision. I think 2nd of April will be announcement of tariffs and all. So on that day, you can see some nice moves in Bitcoin. And our lovely Ethereum. Wow. What a nice down move. And I actually shorted it around 3939 levels and also told my friends to short it at 3939. But I exited it over here, I think, yeah, at 36 and this because I was scared because this move and this was getting taken out. So I was getting scared because in crypto you get very big retracements and short covering or long unwinding rallies. So I was scared and I just exited my short over 3548. And now I regret. I would have made fortune out of it, but that's okay. I'm not touching crypto right now because I'm not that much adapted to this much volatility. Like इंडियन मार्केट के ऑप्शंस चलेंगे बट ये क्रिप्टो मार्केट का यार अलग ही वॉलेटिलिटी एंड मार्जिन भी इसमें समझ नहीं आता कुछ कभी 25 कभी 50 कभी 100 so I just take it for analysis purpose and yeah analysis works here very nicely but like I was having a short view over here but then it came down then it also retraced here so around two trades I also took over here of short but I had to exit because of this one. Then again, I took short. Then because of this wick, I exited, and this red bar around this, I took a short at 3939 levels. So too much entry exits are required in crypto, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm fed up with it. Technical analysis works fine here, but uh, it's a dirty price action or whatever you want to say. So I think that's it for today, guys. Hope you learned something and will implement it in trading and also keep your capital safe and Indian market trade करनी है तो good night, sleep and uh, get ready for tomorrow and if you trade in the global markets then all the best and have a nice trading session. Thank you guys.